very good evening to all of you. I'm Juhi Rajput and you're watching Win-Win Power News. Let's begin with the top stories of the week. BHEL plans solar voltaic plant in Hyderabad to spend rupees 500 crore. Power sector to face 74 metric ton coal shortage by 2012, say CEA. CERC seeks strict norms for power exchanges. NPCIL lines up rupees 33,000 crore for Maharashtra nuclear plant. Private equity players set to invest $1.64 billion in power sector. Punjab looks at 12,200 megawatt more to become power surplus by 2014. Ultimatum to AP Genco over coal block delay. And Invensys unit signs deal with Tata Power for Mundra project. And now let's take a look at the quick updates. The centre has said that the request for qualification of the 4 upcoming ultra mega power projects is expected by January 2010. 2 of the 4,000 megawatt projects are coming up in Orissa and 1 each in Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. In one of the most hard-hitting orders against a power utility, Delhi Electricity Regulatory Commission has imposed a penalty of rupees 1.68 crore on Reliance-backed BSES Rajdhani for unprecedented load shedding in June and failure to maintain grid discipline. A penalty of rupees 1 lakh has also been slapped on former BSES CEO Arun Kanchan to be paid in his personal capacity. Both penalties have to be deposited with the Commission by November 15th. The shortfall in capacity addition during the period between April and September has been recorded at 2,029 megawatt. According to the Central Electricity Authority's report for September, actual capacity addition was recorded at 4,433 megawatt against the target of 6,462 megawatt. The slippages were largely due to delays in the procurement of power plant equipment, fuel linkages and land acquisitions. And now let's take a look on the next big story that made news this week in the power sector. The disinvestment process, which had been put on the back burner during the UPA's first term, has resumed with the government clearing sale of equity in power generation utilities, NTPC Limited and Satluj Jal Vidyut Nigam Limited. The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs has decided that the government will reduce its stake in NTPC by 5% by selling part of its holding and also sell 10% of Satluj Jal Vidyut Nigam's equity through a public offering.
In the state-run power major NTPC, which made an initial public offer in 2004, the government will divest stake through a follow-on public offer, which is likely by December. Post the stake dilution, the government's holding in NTPC would fall to 84.5% from the current 89.5%. According to market analysts, a follow-on public offer of NTPC would serve as an overall sentiment booster. The CCEA has also approved offloading 10% of the centre's 75% stake in SJVNL, a joint venture between the Union Government and the Government of Himachal Pradesh, which holds the remaining 25% stake. The paid-up equity of the company is Rs 4,108 crores. The proceeds would go into the National Investment Fund, which was set up in 2005. The stake sale in SJVN will bring down the centre's holding to 65%.
It is the government's decision to disinvest its 10% part. So this is all poised for 9-10. So we are all geared. We have given our program there. So let's see that during this year it will be coming, that IPO of 10% disinvestment. That means 310 crore rupees share would be there in the market, which should be the biggest, I think, because NHPC right now is doing about 162 crore.
SJVN operates a 1500 megawatt hydel project at Nathpa Jakhdi in Himachal Pradesh.
The Economic Survey, a report card on the economy that was released before the budget, had suggested an annual target of rupees 25,000 crore from disinvestment proceeds. And looks like the UPA government is now setting itself on that route. We now move on to our next report on amendments made by the government in the mega power policy. Too far from the target of building 78,700 megawatt capacity in the 11th 5-year plan, Prime Minister Manmohan Singh has now approved significant changes to the centre's mega power projects policy introduced in 1995. The original policy granted several SOPs to large power projects with a generation capacity of over 1,000 megawatt, but on the condition that states purchasing power from such plants privatize the distribution in cities with a population of over 1 million.
The new norms are expected to drop the clause on mandatory privatization of distribution networks for states that plan to buy electricity from plants of up to 1000 megawatt. The modified policy also proposes to scrap the condition requiring a mega power project to sell electricity to states other than where they are already located. Giving a thrust to enhancing generation capacity, the changes also propose to give mega status to captive and merchant power plants if they fulfill other conditions in the policy, including their size. Mega status will also entail fiscal benefits such as tax holidays and duty breaks on import of equipment. The government also extended the benefits of mega power policy to the supercritical power projects to be awarded through international competitive bidding. This will encourage setting up of mega power plants indigenously to take advantage of economies of scale and improve their viability. It will simplify the procedure for grant of mega certificate and encourage capacity addition. It will also encourage technology transfer and indigenous manufacturing in the field of supercritical power equipments.
Well, the basic idea behind the amendment is to rationalize the policy and bring it in consonance with the National Electricity Policy 2005 and Tariff Policy 2006. It's time now to take a short break. On the other side, we'll take a brief review of Gujarat's power scenario. You stay tuned.